the bustling town of Medina, during the golden age of Islam, a humble merchant named Omar lived a simple life. Despite his modest means, Omar was known for his generous heart and unwavering faith. He believed that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in acts of kindness and compassion towards others. One scorching afternoon, as Omar was closing his shop, he noticed an elderly woman struggling to carry a heavy load of firewood. Her frail frame and tired eyes told a story of hardship and struggle. Without a second thought, Omar rushed to her aid, offering to carry the firewood to her home. The woman was grateful but skeptical. In a society where people often acted out of self-interest, genuine acts of kindness were rare. She hesitated but eventually accepted Omar's help. As they walked together, the woman began to share her story. She was a widow, living alone, with no family to support her. Her days were filled with relentless labor, just to make ends meet. Omar listened intently, offering words of comfort and encouragement. He carried the firewood all the way to the woman's modest dwelling, a small, dilapidated hut on the outskirts of town. Before leaving, Omar left a small bag of dates and a few coins on her doorstep, hoping to ease her burden even for a short while. Days turned into weeks, and Omar continued to visit the elderly woman, bringing food and necessities, and lending a helping hand whenever needed. He did all this without expecting anything in return, driven solely by his faith and compassion. Slowly but surely, the woman's skepticism melted away, replaced by gratitude and admiration for Omar's selfless acts. One day, the woman asked Omar why he went out of his way to help her. Omar smiled and replied, "Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that the best among us are those who are most beneficial to others. He said that every act of kindness is a form of charity, and that we should care for our neighbors and those in need." The woman's eyes filled with tears. She had heard of the Prophet's teachings, but had never experienced them so profoundly in her own life. Omar's actions had not only eased her physical burdens, but had also rekindled her faith in humanity. Inspired by Omar's kindness, the woman began to share her story with others in the community. She spoke of how a simple act of helping with firewood had transformed her life, bringing her hope and support in her darkest days. Omar's example became a beacon of light, inspiring others to embrace the teachings of Islam and practice kindness and compassion in their daily lives.